welcome back to my YouTube channel, Trappist Wife's Favorite Chef. So today, I'm going to be making hamburger steak, string beans, and cornbread. So what we got today, we got mashed potatoes. This is going to be the roasted garlic mashed potato. We got our ground beef, of course going from scratch, it ain't nothing out there. Cornbread, which is going to be Jiffy. We got our onion. We got 2 cans of string beans. I like string beans, so 2 cans of string beans. Our seasoning, we got some meat tenderizer, we got black pepper, we got garlic powder. For our gravy, I'm gonna be using brown gravy packet. And some Lipton. That's good, that's good, that's good. I'm gonna say the whole name, y'all gotta find out for yourself. I can know all my ingredients. So let's get started. Oh yeah, and I got my gloves. And you know we gotta put these babies on because we about to get into this ground beef. So here we go. Got our gloves on. First thing we gonna do, we gonna get into the onion. Let's peel back all this. Well, we ain't really got to peel it back, but I want to. Got to get out first. Feel like a half an onion, cause it ain't nothing but I can't remember the pound of that onion. But we got one of the small packets of ground beef, so once we get this little stuff on. Let's get the cut out onion. They ain't gotta be in real tiny pieces, but they don't need to be in a real big pieces either. So we just gonna cut how big we want it, straight down. So you see, this ain't that big. So once we cut it to where we want it, the size we want, we don't want that. Turn it sideways, then we cut it the dices that we want to. Hey, if somebody out there want to give me a knife, I'll take it. All right, now we got our onion to the size we want. This is going to our ground beef. So we're going to get them patted up first. And this going in the ground beef. All right, so now that we got our chopped onion inside of the ground beef, I haven't started squishing the ground beef down yet, making the patties, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on our seasoning. So the seasoning we're using today, like I said earlier, garlic powder. You put what you feel that you should gonna. I tell everybody that it's your own seasoning. There's no measurements here. This is how I cook. There's no measurements. I just put my seasoning on there. Garlic on there. Meat tenderizer, which is basically seasoned salt. So, do it how you please. Pepper. And my Lipton. that's it. Let's get the mixing. All right, so here go the end result. This is all my seasoning, my onion, my meat tenderizer, my garlic, my little Lipton seasoning pack, all in one. Now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna mix all this up together so I'm ready to make our hamburger steak patties. All right, so here we go. So all you're doing is just getting this, squishing it all together, and all this seasoning. All these onions ain't gotta go in there. Well, if they do, it do. But all this seasoning that you saw around the pot, all it must definitely go in there. Good. That's how you should look when you get done. Just all your onion, all your seasoning, everything in there. You're gonna break these out to pieces, make some meat patties. Okay, jumper. All right, let's get our ground beef bowl together. Patties together. We're gonna sit them on this bowl right here. We probably be able to get like 3 of them out of here. So we gonna see. And we gonna make them right here. So I let cast on. Patties gonna go in here. The patties and gravy gonna go in here. The smashed potatoes gonna go in here. Cornbread going here, string beans going here. So I got everything set up already. So let's get back to the patties. Let me get my gloves back on. So we got gloves on. Orange gloves. Don't work with it. All right, now we get our meat patty. And we get it and we break it to how much we want. I'm not sure how much it's going to make, but let's put that on there. Oh shit, I forgot one thing. Keep it from sticking. Yes, I keep a big bottle of it when it's no longer no more in there, because you see what just came out. Keep it from sticking, y'all. All right. Now, make our patties. Make your patties how big you want, but keep them kind of thick. Not like you're gonna turn into a straight burger, but keep them kind of plump and thick because they gonna shrink. Depending on how you cook it. You cook them on low, then they won't shrink as much. But if you like straight frying them up, oh yeah, they gonna shrink. So yeah, this might make like good 3. That's all we need. Ball them up, so they have their thickness, and you squish it down. See what I'm doing there? They're not flat. But it's keeping its plumpness. That's 2. We got one more. I think that's gonna be the bigger one. And this right here pretty gonna make its own oil. So don't worry about putting no oil in the bottom of the pan and all that. I don't know why people put oil in the pan for ground beef. Lean or not lean, it's gonna make some type of oil. All right, so we got that down. We're gonna transfer this over to our. All right, y'all, so we got our patties together. Let's put our pot on, go and get this ready, because we don't want it to go straight in there and just instantly get the cooking. We wanna work our way up to the cook. That way, so while it's cooking, it can release the oils and all this stuff we want to bottom of the pot. We're not cooking this on high. We're gonna cook it on medium. When we start hearing it cook, then we're gonna cut it down just a little bit more, and then we're just gonna let that slowly just cook all the way until it's done. All right, before we turn it back up. So let's go ahead and put our meat in this. So our meat really going to skid. Like I said, we're gonna work that way up. You ain't gonna hear no sizzling on top. We don't want that. We want to gradually get to it. You put them in the pot. Just take the rest of our onion and stuff that we use and just drop that in there. Because you remember we got a hair gravy. That's it. And then we're gonna put a pot top on it. Then we're just gonna start just letting it cook. Alright, so now we're gonna work on our string beans. So our string beans, 2 cans of string beans. Got that? Bacon, 2 slices of bacon. Oops. Salt, garlic powder, meat tenderizer, a little bit of cayenne, pepper. That's all you need. Let's get this up. Well, it's already over. Now with your string beans, you do not want to use the same water that the string beans came in. You go rinse this. So we'll start by just pouring it out. And go rinse it. Then we go fill it back up with just regular water. Okay. Pour it out. Rinse it. Put it back up with regular water. Now we got string beans. On your need some butter. See if you better know. Take some of that. That's what you gotta know. You're gonna take your bacon. You're gonna cook it in half. And you're gonna cook that in half again. Just gonna pop those in there 36. Let the bacon go and start cooking first. Let the butter go and start melting. While this is doing what it do, let's go over here and check on our Hamburger steak. Yeah. Gotta put them over. Yeah, we're gonna cook for the niggas on oil because we're gonna be using this right here to make our gravy. So now we got our bacon cooking. We go ahead and add our string beans. We don't want it all the way cooked, we just want it cooked enough so we can start seasoning. String beans in there. Get your little pepper. Season salt. A little cayenne. Garlic. And just a little salt. Just a little. And that's it. That's your green beans. Cover it up. Stir it up, cover it up, let it cook. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna teach y'all how to make gravy with the gravy pack. It's not hard at all. And you ain't gotta go through a whole lot. Just get your gravy pack, get it opened up, pour it in a container, pour it straight in the pot, however you wanna do it. Just some water, pour the water in there. Mix that up. That same cup, put about that much, whatever gravy you just mixed up, put about that much inside the thing too. All right, so after you do that, your hamburger steaks, get the water. This is not the gravy, just the water. Put the water in there. And you're gonna let that come to a boil. Now once that comes to a boil, get your gravy that you mixed up earlier, just put that in there. Let it start back boiling again, or start getting thicker. If it's too thick, add a little more water. If it's not thick enough, get your little flour, mix it up, with a little water, pour it in there, let it thicken up some more. All right, so for your Jiffy cornbread, pretty easy. Get your pork, egg, milk, mix bowl. Egg in there. That's it. The Jiffy in there. Get your milk. That's how you make Jiffy cornbread. Now, for your Jiffy cornbread, I already got my pan that I had in the oven already. So now I'm just gonna pour it. Just pour it in there just like that. Get all of it in there. And make sure you scoop out the rest. Even that all the way across. And throw that baby back. All you need is 4 cups of water and whatever you use. Put that in there while it's boiling. Add water as needed. Let's go get the popping. So you add down or off. Ooh, coming up the pot. That's pretty much it. That's it, y'all. Checking on our gravy and meat. Yep. And that's how we want it. It's all done. Let's get it plated up so my wife can eat because she's hungry. That's done. Finished product. Mashed potatoes, string beans, steak, Salisbury steak gravy, Hamburger steak, and some cornbread. Let's plate it up. I love my wife. I love to cook for my wife.